Good evening, everybody. Yes, badge. Fuck it, shows you my badge. But hello, hello, hello. I hope you're all doing well this... Why do I always forget what day of the week it is, even though I know up until the minute I say something? Like, every Wednesday, I always do the, like, it is Wednesday, my dudes bit. But I don't have a Thursday bit, other than regularly forgetting that it's frickin' Thursday. Also, don't mind me just frickin' thriller leaning to the side there. I can't even say it's warm in here. It's not that warm in here, but I just don't want to take off my hoodie. Because the hoodie is nice and warm, and I don't want to be cold, so I don't want to take it off. So, boogie. We got the hoodie, we got the blanket, and now we've got the fan to counteract it. But yes, let us address the barista-shaped elephant in the room. It's me. I don't want to call it a new look because it's not a new look per se, but the incredible, immaculate, wonderful, amazing. Hang on. Saint Cisco. Whoa, new look. Yeah. Sane is also a VTuber. They are a cyber VTuber. I do the exact same shit, LMAO. Oh, I'm glad it's not just me then. But yeah, for whatever reason that I have yet to discern, other than they are just an incredible, nice, awesome person, Sane took it upon themselves to make me a model with a cute little outfit and everything. And the devil is, as they say, in the details. My tummy. It's my tummy. The devil is in the details of my tummy. So, among other things, I have tinted glasses. Also, I have, like, hella eye detailing now. Look at this. I got all those eye sparkles. I'm so anime and everything. Tum zoom. Yeah. Let's not have it be the barista face show. But among other things, like I said, we got the glasses chain here. It would help if I would lean the correct way. They gave me cute little cat-shaped earrings. Those are really detailed eyes. They are! Forgive my mouth tracking or lack thereof. My lighting is not super great for it. But it's okay. You get the idea. Yeah, I got a whole cute little glasses chain to go with my new glasses. Even the detail on that is just the different shapes. It's driving me fucking wild. I am absolutely enamored and in love with it. Like, I just love how, like, it's the same colors and the same theme and everything, but it's like a similar but different look. Anime barista should be the model name. You know, that is, I could work with that. And I also love how she kept my little ahoge. It's just floppy now. It's not vertical. But it has its own physics and everything. Of course, don't get these for free. They're not the same, but it's the same kind of style for the shoes, and I absolutely love that. Are you enjoying the barista void feet pics? See, it's only the void because I didn't want to go to the title screen and have the background be like the whole Ace Attorney courtroom thing. I thought it would be a little distracting. And I didn't want to be distracted or have a distraction while I'm showing off all of Sane's incredible work. It does not defy the laws of physics, but it has its own physics now. Yes, exactly. I also like the like shine on the glasses that happens. I could sit here all night and probably just stare at myself. But we're not gonna do that. We are going to stop the Christmas music. Shut up. Get out of here. You better be go to court. You better be go to court. Yeah, see, I didn't want to try showing it off in front of this the whole time. Because I love the music, don't get me wrong. But like I said, the background doesn't lend itself to... Here, look at me. As well, without it being just... Attack on Titan level proportions. On that note, I was asked earlier if I was gonna make this like my main model now. And the answer is, at least for now, I don't think so. But I haven't really given it terribly much thought yet. We'll think about it. I think what we're gonna do, at least for a little bit, sort of do like we usually do. Well, no, there's too much on this. There's things that happen on the screen. Look at Barista staring at us with them big anime eyes. I've hired this anime girl to stare at you. Buggy. Chi-burber. Ah! Tell me how you really feel about that, Mika. But yeah. So that's... Surprise! That's the big to-do. Other than court. Which we're about to go to. Originally, I wanted to, like, show this off last night. I was gonna be like, oh, it's What the Heck Wednesday, and what the heck is Barista wearing? But I spent, like, way too late setting everything up, and then I was like, oh, fuck, it's 12:30. It's probably way too late to start anything worth watching. So... yeah. That one was my bad. You know, there's one thing that I have that I haven't tried yet with this one. Oh, good. It still works. You can still correctly throw boba at me. For the longest time, I just thought that one was broken because nobody ever uses it. Even though I think it's funny as hell. But now that I think about it, I can't remember if there's a cooldown. Oh well. If I get boba thrown at me until everything crashes, well, I guess that's my burden to bear. You know what else is my burden to bear? My burden to prove Maya innocent of this crime, this locked room mystery that we've sort of gotten in the middle of. Also, more emotes! Yes, more emotes! I tidied that up a little bit. Our wonderful friend, Supernova EX, has made a bunch of emotes. I'm pretty sure, like, every emote that we have has been made by them. But, I went through it, I updated some. There were some that were static before, which I think are still available, depending on what, you know, kind of subscription you have. I did this all last night. Do I remember what the hell I did? No. No, I do not. But like the barista suffering, the objection, those are gifts. We have gifts of those now. We've also got the little heart one. I call it business. This is the little barista holding a suitcase. It's business time. I have so many barista points and I don't know what to use them on. Law time. Exactly. When you're being mean to me on the internet, this is who you're being mean to, and it's just me dressed like that. With my little briefcase and everything. Yeah, that is something I've sort of been trying to think about. Is something to use channel points for. Badge time. And other than my various little outfit things, I mean, I've got my stretch, I've got my hydrate. I don't really know what else I would use, or I would have. So if you all have any suggestions, feel free to leave them. VIP? Oh shit, that is a good one. I'll have to think about that. I'll have to put that one in somewhere. Guide the raid. I've thought about that one before, but I'm still working out the kinks on that one. For it to go sort of how I want it to, if that makes sense. Because I don't want it to be a head pat. That was another one I wanted to figure out how to get set up. And then I just haven't yet. But for the guide the raid thing, I wasn't sure how to set it up without having it be there like the whole time and have somebody jump on it like immediately at the beginning of the stream. And then by the time we're done, the person they wanted to raid out to isn't live anymore, or, you know, and they can't pick somebody else. It was a whole thing. That's why I, like, ultimately decided against doing it. I figured there were just too many variables to try and consider. Yes, those are good suggestions. I will have to think about that. You could have like a meme one where it's either just waste your points, make it very obvious that it's just redeemed to waste your points on, or have a ridiculous high-end point where just end the stream. I mean, I could do that. I very well could do that. Because the Halloween outfit redeem one, I did not expect anybody to get for quite a while, even though I know you did. We did show that off. Oh shit, that's coming up. I guess I need to actually pick something I should play for that week. Or maybe some like spooky games or something. The spookiest thing is me trying to play OG Castlevania for 3 hours and not even making it out of the first dungeon. And now I could do it again if I wanted to. I mean, you could. Have the VIP one be 69,420. And the one to just waste your points is 69,69. Now, if I could figure out how to, like, tie those to sound redeems. If I didn't think it would, you know, get me fucked over in some ways, I would just have it do a soundbite from Ninja Sex Party 6969. Man, I love those guys. I have been listening to their 4th cover album, which just came out last Friday, almost nonstop. And speaking of other albums that are coming out, Sabaton's newest album, Legends, officially drops like later today, if it's not already out. BRB checking Spotify. Well, that is certainly something to open to. So to answer the question, to answer my original question, Legends, Sabaton's latest album, is available now on Spotify, at least for me, because it is past midnight where I am. Baby No Money's album is out. And Ninja Sex Party released a new single called Zombie Handjob. So there's that. You could always do a cover of that sound that you want to do in your own voice. I mean, I could, but it wouldn't be as funny. That'd just be me doing it. You wouldn't have Daniel Y. Sexbang doing it instead. Tricky has a soundboard on Discord where he's just sounding like a Minnesota white woman saying poggers. Oh, poggers, don't you know? I'm sorry, did you say zombie handjob? I did! I did say zombie handjob. Apparently it was something that they talked about, like, on... I don't know if it was, like, in a video or on stream, or it was something they mentioned in Patreon exclusive stuff, but apparently it's not completely out of left field. I saw somebody posting about it on Twitter earlier today, but the person who posted about it is in New Zealand. And somebody was cursing them, saying, "Curse you and your New Zealand time-traveling powers." Today's the day we send Pearl to the electric chair. Let's go. No! That's not how that goes. Probably. We don't actually see the people get sent to the electric chair. I disagree. I think you can do it and have it be fun. I do too, but that'll be a whole other thing. But you know what? We're never gonna get there unless we get started. June 22nd, 9:51 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Jordan, didn't you say this was your birthday? The 22nd? Nick? Yeah? Did you know that Von Karma's daughter is only 18, just like me? Yeah. Why? I was just thinking about how strong she is. Yes, it is. I remembered a piece of information you told me only a couple of days ago and somehow have not forgotten yet. Is that why you want to send Pearl to the electric chair today? You want it to be your ultimate birthday gift? Is that what I'm getting? I mean, she's been in Germany all this time all by herself, and she's so grown up. Yeah, and I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation. And then you look at me, and well, I'm the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in a murder trial. Again. Why are we sending Pearl to the electric chair? Because obviously Pearl's the one who did it. She's the one who had the key after the fact. She was the one, near the incinerator. Come on, Nova, catch up. Obviously, Pearl did not do it. We are not sending Pearl to the electric chair. But I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through. So say that out loud, Phoenix. Be a good fucking friend. Good morning! Speaking of the criminal herself.
The two of you look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you.
Pearl, I think Maya's about to cry and Phoenix is about as emotionally available as a clam.
Hey, morning, Pearly. You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya.
Huh? What do you mean?
My mother is coming today to show her support.
Do we want that? Didn't she go with the police yesterday to probably, make some kind of incriminating statement because we're pretty sure she's in on this?
Yeah, that's right, Pearly.
Hey, Pearls.
Yes, Mr. Nick?
Do you think you could do me a big favor? Do you channel Mia today, too?
Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch.
Please, it's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help.
Mr. Nick, that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love.
Pearly! Not this again. Please, can you do this for us, Pearls?
Alright. I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake.
My hair color looks so much similar to hers now.
See you later, then. I'll leave you two to your alone time.
Pearl, no! We're not gonna be alone. Franziska's gonna be there, the judge is gonna be there, fucking Lotta's probably still hanging around somewhere, Morgan's gonna be there. Okay, I was gonna say, what crack are you smoking, and are you and Jordan smoking, and where can I get some? I know a guy. Don't worry about it. Whew! Thank goodness.
Nick?
This way, Pearls won't be able to see today's trial. What do you mean? What's going on? Well, we're kind of gonna throw suspicion on her mom. You know, like her only living relative that we know of. Other than you. And I don't think that's gonna go well. June 22nd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Disappearing before the trial. I know, right? Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. The defense is ready, Your Honor. I keep forgetting to look up good German accents to listen to so I can actually get good at this. So fuck it, we ball. Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world. All over the world, huh? Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. No, fuck it, we do it live! The famous one is me. I'm the prodigy who has never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country. Yeah, your first trial is a locked room mystery that I have unlocked the door of. Christ, I forgot about Mia in Pearl's robes. They are a little small. That's nice, Miss Von Karma. Glad to see you're in such good spirits today, Miss Faye. It's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight. Don't worry, Phoenix. Just show them your badge. They'll be so bamboozled about you just like pulling out your badge that they won't even fight anymore. They'll just be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session. Got you on my phone for a couple of minutes while I wait for the PC to update and shut down. I think you streamed late for me, sadly, so I can't stay since it's half midnight, but at least I'm going to say hi, damn it. Well, thank you very much for stopping by, Puka. I do appreciate it. Yeah, I do tend to go... I tend to start pretty late. Usually no earlier than like 10:30 EST. Because it's 12:30 for me as well. Because it blah, 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 blah. Hashtag East Coast issues, right? Well, for me, part of it was, it's like I work 2 jobs, and then I get home, and then I want to have a little downtime, and then I'll stream. But when I don't get home until like 8:30, and then I like hang out with my friends, do stuff with my partner for a few hours, by the time I'm like up and ready to go, it's usually not till at least 11:30. So, here we are. At any rate, I do appreciate you stopping by. Dude, I could not survive doing that, mad respect. Well, I appreciate it. I mean, I don't have to be to my first job until like 10 in the morning. So it's not like I'm going like 3 hours of sleep and then working for like 12 hours straight. Not anything that bad. A time zone unique to my state. I also work 2 jobs too, so I feel you on that one. Yeah, that's also why part of why I don't stream Fridays and Saturdays is because I work until 10 p.m. So if I just go straight home from work, I'm not home until like 10:30. So if I followed my same, hang out and do whatever for a few hours, I probably wouldn't start until like 2:30 my time, and I should be in bed by then. So... And usually we try not to go any later than, like... I think we've only made it to 3 a.m. a couple of times. Usually 2:30 is pushing it. Yeah, please don't do that to yourself. I won't. I work 13-hour shifts Saturdays and Sundays. Yeah. Yep, between my two jobs, on days I do work, I'm usually out of the house for like 11 hours. Because, like, you know, leave, drive half an hour to get to the one job, have like an hour break between the two, work the other job, another half hour home. But then, like I said, the ending time is different depending on the day. So like Wednesday, Thursday, only work until 8. So that's why we can still do it. But Friday, Saturday, when I work, like I said, I work until 10. So it's just not gonna happen. If I ever do stream on a Friday, it'll be because I have that Friday off and I'm doing something special. Like another game that I'm really looking forward to comes out or something. I don't know. Why worry about potential future games when we've got this one? Speaking of taking care of yourselves, I really should head to bed, so Godspeed, kick Von Karma's butt, and the other guilty parties. Okay, PC done, can't procrastinate anymore. Hope stream is awesome, good to meet you properly. Good to meet you too, thank you for stopping by. I'm glad your PC, you know, blah, blah, blah. Glad your PC's all done and set up and ready to go. And if anybody ever wants to catch up on VODs, we don't stream to YouTube, but I always do post the videos to YouTube after the fact. Or should I call it the red site? I don't know. When I say that, it makes me think of other red sites, and yeah. Anyway, I'm pretty sure this trial day is going to be broken up into 2 parts, so I think we want to at least get to the end of the first one. So let's get going. That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct?
Yes. And this key is proof of that. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been.
Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin.
Alright, let's hear it.
The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point. What?
But Miss Von Karma, then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not the defendant?
I never said that wasn't the defendant.
Then what is the meaning of this?
All I am saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe that is when she dropped this key.
Can you substantiate your claim?
Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fey, to the stand. Just as I suspected. Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia. She seems really torn by this. Witness name and occupation.
My name is Morgan Fey, and I am a spirit medium, in a manner of speaking. My hair also functions as a helipad. I'm sorry, but what do you mean, in a manner of speaking?
I don't think anyone really cares.
Poor judge.
Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct?
Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit severing technique on Mystic Maya then. Spirit severing technique? A technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world. That is. Yes, that is.
You, be quiet. Now, witness. Something happened while you were performing this technique, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
What in the world could have...
Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room. What? And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in a possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber. Girl! Fuck is going on with your hair? It really is a functioning helipad. Order, order, order! Miss Fey, please testify to the court what happened during that time. Your Honor, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial. Maya's escape. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Why have you hidden this until now? I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. However, I must correct falsities when they arise. That's right. She is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony. Don't worry, if it's anything like the crack that's showing between your boobs, I think we'll be fine. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. Who are those two? That's probably what he'll say. I want to see. Just now, you said those two. Who are the two people you were referring to? I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir. And we are on an ad break, so we are going to... Stop yawning, for one thing. Jeez.
Take us a little stretch. For those of you who are here through the ads, if you've got any plans for this weekend coming up, by all means, feel free to share them with us. Don't worry, I'll say what ads I get. I look forward to hearing that. I forget which one it is. I think it's the next game. That, like, some of the later games, the music is just fucking bopping. Working and playing League mostly. Nothing wrong with that. Sounds like a good weekend, or a good enough weekend anyway. Doing something fun while, you know, you said you work 13-hour days, but something, work hard, play hard. Also, as for your mistyping, it's a good thing that if I was doing that, it's a good thing I didn't do what I was planning on doing last night. Yeah, the weekend job is extremely easy. Oh, that's good. Is it just, like, easy, but it just takes a long time? Like, your shift is long? Usually when I get editing done. Nice. That foreign lady and yourself, good sir. Lotta's not a foreigner, despite how she talks. Oh, is that so? I'm sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English, not to mention she looked awful. Says the lady with a functioning goddamn helipad for hair. Goodness, this model is really pretty. Sane did such a great job. Yes, they did. I said it before, I will say it again multiple times. I literally could just sit here and stare at this model. I could just look at it for the rest of the night. Like, not only is it just, you know, nice, it's nice to look at no matter how you look at it. Like, I'm sure I could show you, like, the bottom of my feet or something and it would still look nice. Like, no upskirt for you. Excuse me, Morgan. I'm a little busy right here. Just cover you up. Yeah. But like all the little... Ah! Too far. There we go. Like all the details and everything. Like all the hair bits, how well they move. It's the earrings that get me. It's the earrings that just... I love them so much. It's just such a relatively small detail that a lot of people won't notice. And just the fact that Sane puts so much attention to detail in like all the models that she makes. Like, he's just incredible. You know, it would be incredibly good if I actually clicked the button I want to. I can already see people in the Heartland gearing up for a riot.
In any case, I have already sent the repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright.
Oh. Thanks.
What did you do after that, Miss Fay?
Requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady contact the police. This is true, we did do that. Was it really necessary to have two people do something as simple as call the police? You know, that's actually a really good question. Like, is there a reason that both me and Lotta had to go? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind.
Yes, that is a very good point. At that time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another. Another what, madam? Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself.
I promise, despite all the yawning, I'm really not tired. I want to hear the end of that sentence. Tell me! There was another reason you wanted us both out of that room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room?
I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good sir and that camera woman may be in danger, is what I thought to myself. Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Fay.
This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her, and a bad one of us. Looks like she caught us napping. That's my aunt for you.
Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Miss Fay, please continue.
Pistol was hanging from her hand and she was in a daze. Okay, tell us about that. During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head, and this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement?
I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie.
But why would you lie about something like that?
It is very painful for me to say this, however.
The witness was lying to cover for the defendant. She was covering for Maya? Based on what we know of her and like all the other information we've gathered, I kind of doubt that. So you were covering for the defendant?
Well, yes. It was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade mystic Maya had done something very unexpected. Something unexpected? What, pray tell, did she—
This witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there is always later.
Yes, very well.
Why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach? Now, witness, continue with what happened. she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. Okay. Was it really that easy for her to escape from you? It's very easy for me to escape to the options menu if I have my cursor over the frickin' button.
I'm ashamed to admit such a thing, however, yes.
But you are physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There is no way she could have escaped from you so easily. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix, right? What about this picture? Remember that at the time, the defendant was not physically Maya Fey.
Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand. Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called.
But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away?
Well, yes, I would have, however.
Great strength, she hit the base of my neck, and I fainted for a short while. You fainted?
I became dizzy and then collapsed onto the floor. How long were you unconscious? I'm not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps. And the defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time.
Happy. Witness, elaborate on that point for us.
I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went.
Okay. Is that because you were unconscious?
Why, yes.
Great. Well, now what? Well, let's keep questioning and see if Phoenix comes up with anything that I'm not coming up with. So while you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went.
I would think that's obvious, good sir.
If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all?
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself.
It's true that this witness was not able to confirm this. The fact that you're saying this witness specifically. But the key word here is this witness. She's gonna call Eni, isn't she? You know, playing up the whole, oh, the nurse is her sister thing, and she'll be like, oh my god, hi, it's my sister. Even though she's, you know, covered in blood, you know, wearing robes stained in blood and potentially still carrying a gun. What do you mean by that? It means she has another witness up her sleeve. That's what. It looks like Ms. Von Karma is ready to move on to her next witness.
That's enough.
You know what else is enough? Me spilling my drink all over myself.
From what I can tell, there's nothing wrong with this witness's testimony.
There's nothing wrong with it, but it still stinks. Your Honor, I object! On what grounds? It's devastating to my case!
And from what she has said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber.
I hope this isn't gonna come back and bite us in the butt. Now, let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber? I mean, I have asked that, but you all think I'm a fucking idiot. Be quiet, you. Now then, what the escapee had done was she had gone to speak with a certain person. She went to speak with someone?
Who was it?
The prosecution calls Miss Eenie Miney, who was sleeping in the side room at the time. Eenie Miney? I think you can see where this is headed. Witness name and occupation. Okay, so my name is like Eenie Miney. I'm like researching like parapsychology stuff at the university.
What is this parapsychology?
Let's see. It's like, I guess most people call it occult stuff.
Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means.
Then I suggest you go home and research it yourself.
Yes, sir.
Like eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Yes. That's exactly it. Now then, Miss Miney. After the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct? Well... Like, I guess. If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is all right, isn't it, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
For love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine! For my sake! It's one of the more out there pun names. Yeah, the ones that are especially egregious, I think, are the ones from, like, the 6th game. Like, the 5th and 6th game, especially. They really stretch it. After the murder. She's just over here vibing. She's just having a good time. Like, when the channeling started, I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Uh-huh. Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, really suddenly. Girl, what the fuck is up with this pufferfish ass face that you're making? It was like, oh my god, totally my sister. I, like, hadn't seen her in, like, so long. I was so happy in, like, a sad way. My sister, she, like, told me something, like, totally terrible.
Now hold your horses, young lady. You're saying the person that entered was your sister? Don't you mean the defendant, Maya Fey?
Really now, Your Honor. Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at that time.
Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of this witness's sister?
Yes, Mimi Miney. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic.
Oh, well, this is...
Witness? Like, yeah? In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Like, do I totally, like, really have to? Of course.
Miss Miney, please.
My sister, like, this is what she said to me. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. Now this is just the scene that we saw at the beginning of the case. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it, Eenie?
She took her revenge? Are you sure that's what she said?
Yes. There, are you satisfied, Your Honor?
I still can't believe it. I still can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge.
It is a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. The end.
What do you think, Mr. Wright?
I try not to. It gets me in trouble.
Certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for.
This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? Of course it was, Phoenix. Mia, what do you mean? well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies. Your Honor, there is room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind this murder. Yet again, the foolish fool spouts out more foolishly foolish drabble. I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last. After the murder. Sleeping, someone came in. It was like, oh my god, my sister. The fact that they took the time, they put in the effort to spell oh my god, G-A-W-D. Like, oh my god. Though I hadn't seen her, I was happy in a sad way. Something seems weird with this one. You were happy in a sad way? Yeah, like how whenever you see Mia. Yeah, like, I mean, it was my sister. But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again? But like, maybe if I was, like, someone who didn't know about, like, the occult. But I, like, know all about the Karain channeling technique. The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, like what she said. Should I drop this line of questioning? I don't think so, because, like... Again, like I said, if this is how she came... I think this is all a fucking lie anyway. But if this is how she came to her, wouldn't even this airhead be a bit freaked out by the fact of, like, oh my god, why is my sister covered in blood? Like, if she's telling the truth, which I don't think she is, you'd think she would say something about that. That's where I'm going with it. So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter? No. Like, there wasn't any reason for me to, like, think anything was strange. But... Ow! Don't keep badgering her. You know the phrase objection? Could you try using that once in a while?
Mr. Wright. This question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister. Is it really that important?
I mean, obviously, because... Listen, we know this girl is not the most rational person, but I'd like to think even she would be like, oh my god, why are you covered in blood? So I'm gonna say it's important. It is very important, although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. Don't worry, Phoenix. I think I got it.
Alright, Mr. Wright. Miss Miney, please amend your testimony.
Like, okay, I'm, like, totally cool with that. I wasn't, like, scared at all. Like, her costume looked totally, like, normal. I think this is what we have to do. Not that picture. The picture of her. Again, she's covered in blood and still theoretically holding a gun. That was a very well spun lie, Miss Eenie. What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix? Miss Miney, may I remind you of what you said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance. Like, yeah, and I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. someone should take that whip and see how she likes... Wait, no, she would totally be into that. Yeah, she'd be the one into doing the whipping. Clearly, because she does it all the time. This is a picture of the sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this. The blood spray. Miss Miney. Why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? If you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat.
Order, order. Miss Miney, what is the meaning of this?
Girl, why your hat is stretching like pizza dough?
Miss Miney?
I'm thinking! Don't interrupt me!
That...
And what are you stammering about, Your Honor?
A
witness. Her personality did a complete 180 there. Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though. First of all, calm yourself, witness. Like, I'm sorry. I, didn't mean to snap. Now, hurry up with the testimony.
If you please.
The judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's gonna be. Like, the side room was, kinda dark, you know? So, the costume is, purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. And I, persuaded my sister it wasn't, right to do something like that. And then, I took my sister to the channeling chamber.
Yes. Now I see. And you have given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood.
You think? Thanks, Gramps. Yeah, but even if any of this were frickin' true, if you were taking her back to the channeling chamber, I assume you would have looked at her at least once or twice and noticed the blood then.
Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright?
I will never be satisfied until we throw the book at them.
All right, I guess not. Very well, you may question the witness.
Kinda dark. Blood blended right in. Okay, what the fuck do you mean by that? Are you going to give her a slap on the wrist? Say you totally shouldn't kill people. She will never be satisfied. And what was your sister, Miss Mimi Miney, like at the time? Well, she was, totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think, she knew. She, said she did something really bad. And, she said she wanted to go with me to, apologize to Miss Morgan. Did Mimi's spirit really say all of that to you? Yeah. And then, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Was your sister calm by that time? I guess so. I guess maybe, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, made her feel a lot better. I'd like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix, right? The sooner the better. Girl, what do you mean by— are you threatening to kill me? Your Honor! I'm getting death threats in the court! She says with her whip at the ready. And, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know?
May I ask you one more thing?
Sure. Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Something out of place? Huh? When do you mean? When? When you were going to the crime scene, obviously. Oh. Oh. You know what? I completely forgot about this whole fucking thing that we looked at and investigated yesterday. This is all a lie. We already knew this, but I completely forgot why. There's no way she would have gone through the Winding Way, the only place like you could go through. That's not the plan I wanted. This is what I wanted. She couldn't go from here all the way back to the channeling chamber because Pearl was still here. She broke the urn when the channeling started and spent the entire time trying to fix it. So, if Mimi had gone through, or if Eni had gone through like she claimed she had, she would have run into Pearl. And Pearl would have probably told us about that.
She would have been like, this strange lady came and interrupted me fixing Mystic Ami's urn.
Like, no, nothing strange. She answered rather quickly. Now what? Think harder. I know you can remember something. I, totally can't. That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court.
Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important?
Yeah. I ask because it is very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this. Don't worry, Phoenix. I got it. It took me a minute to remember, but I got there.
Very well. Miss Miney, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony.
I don't get why, but okay. I didn't see anyone on the way to, the channeling chamber. Well, we can present a profile, so we could also theoretically present Pearl's profile. If I don't scroll completely off the page. I feel like we probably could have gotten away with either showing the urn or Pearl's profile, because, the urn was broken. Pearl was fixing it. We're in an ad break. And of course, there's no goddamn music. There we go. We'll just hang out. We're just gonna, take a couple of minutes while the ad plays. Yeah. So, I hope you all are having a good week so far. Like I said, a bunch of at least 2 or 3 things of music that I want to listen to came out today. So I'm going to be listening to those later. Eventually, at some point. Probably what I'll be doing at work tomorrow. When I'm working, I'll have those on in the background. That might be a bad idea because, how am I supposed to focus on my work if I'm too busy fucking jamming? I don't know. At any rate, we should be back now. Let's turn that off since we can get back to it. You say you didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. However, that is impossible. What do you mean? Oh, before I forget. Before you forget what, Mr. Deskman? Since Sane made your model, mind if I shout them out? Please do. I did earlier, but we should probably be doing it more regularly. By all means, go ahead. Yeah. Thank you for that, Des. Yeah, this lovely model that we have tonight was made was made by the immaculate Sane Cisco. If you haven't already, please be sure to go and check them out. They do all kinds of VTubing stuff. They make models, they play games, they also do interviews and hangouts with other content creators. They're just all around a great person. And I love their work, not just, you know, not just because I'm wearing it, but like, I think she's just quality people. He's quality people who does quality work. And it's definitely worth your time to check out. I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay. Interesting. You have a semi-intelligent look on your face. So, what about this child? It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden. The garden? Yep. Which means anyone walking through the area would have to have seen her. So, Miss Miney, what do you have to say to that? Nar! Nar! My whole life torn apart by a child. Nar! Have I done it enough? Yes. As the court can see, she's a bit of an airhead. That is the most polite way you could have described this girl. Also, she was leading her sister at the time. Do you honestly think she would have noticed a simple child playing? Preposterous. Listen, Franzi, just because you didn't get to simply play as a child doesn't mean other children don't. It's not preposterous. And I can prove it. What sort of foolish... There is no way someone walking along the winding way could not have noticed Pearl. Because she was sitting in the middle of the walkway, fixing the urn. This urn is my proof. An old cracked clay pot? What is that going to prove? Do you know why it's cracked? It's because Pearl broke it, that's why.
She broke the urn.
Yo! Why? Why do I feel like you're about to ruin my beautiful day? This urn was broken around the time the channeling started. Ah! And Pearl was the one who put it back together. Right, this image where she's so fucking sad. While sitting right in the middle of the winding way. Ah! Girl, why you working on your ghost face impression? Jesus. I mean, it is the right time of year for that. Miss Miney? Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work, putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. You couldn't see that while you were walking. I'd have to declare you legally blind. Yeah. I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Miney. You are a masterful liar. Ah!
Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say.
The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So, Miss Miney, tell us the truth. About what? About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course. The witness just testified about that. That's right. I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? Obviously not. Your lies end here. What do you... The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible because there's clearly a contradiction here.
A contradiction? Where is this contradiction?
It's in her testimony. It's in the evidence. Help me, Mia! That's actually really funny. think if I'm catching this right in my brain, it's in her testimony. Earlier in your testimony, Miss Miney, you made the following statement. And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? Yeah, because Phoenix and Lotta had gone out to call the cops. It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police. So, like, what does that, like, have to do with anything? Oh.
The bits.
The bits. The bits. The bits. Thank you very much for the biddies, Sane. And thank you very much for, well, myself, I guess, is the best way to put it. Always lovely to see you. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. I know you streamed earlier, so it's probably kind of late. So if you gotta, you know, just sort of poke in and out, by all means, you go take care of yourself. There, got a good stretch in. Yeah, you do what you gotta do to go take care of yourself. We always happy to see you. Thank you again very much for this. I've said it before, and I will say it again. Again, I could literally just spend the entire stream sitting here staring at my model. I could just sit here staring at this the whole damn day. Because I am just so enamored with it. Like, all the hard work and the love and care and attention that you put into every model you make, it's always so evident. And this is the first time I get to see it, like, up close, for lack of a better term. Like, I was showing off all the details in, like, the... It was the cat earrings that got me earlier. Excuse me, Phoenix. Phoenix, look at me. I am the captain now. I appreciate those words. No, thank you. Like, I'm just so much in love with this. I appreciate you, Sane. And not just for this. I just appreciate you as a person who is in my life. I mean, granted, we don't really talk that much. I don't reach out to you because that's just who I am as a person. I'm very shy. But you are truly a wonderful person. And I'm glad to know you. Where is... No, I don't want to throw an objection. Stop, I'm gonna cry. No, get loved on. We love and appreciate our pals in this house. And I'm sure Mr. Barista would agree with that sentiment. If he's listening, which I don't think he is. And if he is, he would agree. And even if he's not, he would agree. I almost accidentally threw in an emote of me showing off my badge. Fuck it, badge time. We haven't shown off our badge this episode, and I don't think we're going to. It's very simple. Miss Miney, how did you know that fact? Yeah, if she was supposedly asleep in the side room the entire time the whole murder and everything was going on. Oh good, I'm just chilling here for the night while doing some dailies in Yu-Gi-Oh! And getting ready to rest. Good, I love that for you. Hopefully your dailies go smoothly. I don't know if you do... I don't know what exactly that entails, but hopefully it all goes the way you want it to, and that you get plenty of rest. Or at least some good quality rest. Yeah, I don't know how much longer we will be going for. I usually try to go... These are pretty well broken up into segments. which usually lasts a couple of hours. Yee. Good, good, good. So whenever we get to the next to be continued screen is probably where we'll call it for the night. Like I said, as to when we'll get there, I don't know. But we'll figure it out.
How?
I concede that Miss Faye was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Yeah, the only way you could have known that... Well, I doubt anybody said anything to you about it after the fact. Which means, Miss Miney, you did in fact go to the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by way of the winding way.
Ah!
But look at the manor guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way.
Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I asked this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Miney, please answer the question.
Don't ask a question off a baseless assumption, if you please.
Well, I suppose since you've put it out on the table, Mr. Phoenix, right? You might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah! The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eenie Miney. So now is the time to prove it.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder took place?
In the channeling chamber, obviously, 'cause she's the real killer. Miss Miney was here, of course.
But that's the channeling chamber.
Isn't that the crime scene? That's right. Miss Miney was at the scene of the crime.
Order, order, order! That's why that is,
Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the chamber when the channeling started.
Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
Simple. Miss Eenie Miney was hiding at the scene of the crime.
I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding?
I'm pretty sure I'd said something about it last time. Because we found... the clothing box had been moved. Like, it showed up in the side room. And everybody keeps pointing out how there was space behind the folding screen, but there wasn't anybody back there. But the way they always say it, it sort of implies that they were looking for, like, somebody standing there or something. Like, hee hee hoo hoo, I'm gonna get you. And not somebody hiding in a box that was on the floor. And she was probably hiding in the box. The same box that got the bullet shot through it, because there's that same hole 8 inches off the ground in the screen and in the box. So the box was definitely back here when the crime happened. Which means that was how she got in there. She was in there before the channeling started. Knocked out Maya somehow. Probably put her in the box to get her out of the way. Killed the guy, and then... I don't know, her and Morgan did shenanigans or some shit. She was here. Here, of course.
Behind the folding screen?
Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen.
See, you stupid jerk.
Girl, you're stretching your pizza dough too much. It's ripping.
Quit being so quick to pin it on me, slime ball.
Now, Miss Miney. One so young as you shouldn't be saying...
Shut it, Gramps, as if you know exactly how old I am.
I'm sorry.
Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. It even looks like a pizza dough while she's twirling it. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this. The box. She was hiding in the box. Miss Miney, how were you able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime? Is very simple. You were hiding inside this box. Ah! That tiny little box? No person can fit in that. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Yeah, Lotta was running from us yesterday and she went and hid in it. Lotta disproved you when she was hiding from me in it. Yeah, and if Lotta and all her freaking hair can hide in there, you can get in there no problem. But that clothing box was in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right. I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time. No, it really wasn't. Because it definitely didn't show up until after the crime. And again, it's got the bullet hole in it. Is this right? Do you think you can prove where the clothing box was at the time of the crime? Yes, I can. And now I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. The folding screen. With the same height bullet hole. Take a look at this clothing box. You're so stupid. As if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing.
This? What on earth?
I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already.
There's a hole. About 8 inches off the ground.
A hole about 8 inches off the ground? Where have we heard that before? The folding screen. It had a hole at the same height. That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes as to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Miss Miney, you were hiding behind the folding screen waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray. Ah!
Order, order. What are you saying?
Then Mr. Phoenix, right? What about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Eenie Miney? Yeah, if she opened her eyes. Is exactly what I'm saying. Miss Eenie Miney, you were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey.
Masquerade as Maya Fey?
She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client. No, stop. I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix, right, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do that all by herself. You're right. It really is impossible. For one person to do all the preparations, that is. Ow! Need I remind you, the foolish receive no mercy. Wait! Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct? What? You can't be serious. Miss Miney, you had an accomplice. Gotta be Morgan. This person. If it wasn't someone from Korean Village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. If it wasn't someone from the Fey household, you wouldn't have had that box to use. Morgan Fey?
Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier?
You would think she's wonderful, wouldn't you, Judge? Yeah. Yeah, you would. What do you have to say to this, Miss Miney? Grr. Grr. You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Do you deny it? Ah! I think this is what really happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then, the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other 2, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with the knife. Oh, look at this. She looks very fucking sneaky, suspicious, mwahaha. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. That's when something unexpected happened.
Unexpected?
Yes. Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. At the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. That is why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and...
After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room?
Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear. Which is why, upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. Miss Miney, she immediately covered her own costume with blood and pretended to be Maya Fey. But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through. Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fey chased us out.
Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry before there are more victims here. What is one supposed to say?
This is the real truth behind this murder.
Who is that, laughing at a time like this? Ah!
Oh, you simple-minded fools! I'm sorry, are you still by chance evolving? What is it this time?
Miss Von Karma, surely.
Of course it was me. You really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose due to something this petty? What in the world? Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed in one very crucial area. And that is... if this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble? Huh? Working together with a medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act. What reason would she have to do such foolish things? Well, that's... well, obviously she did it in revenge for her sister. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Eenie Miney want to kill Dr. Gray? Where is her motive? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive. A motive. That's... I can't say she has no motive, because she obviously does. I have to think of a motive now. What is her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? The reason you wanted Dr. Gray dead was this. Probably the car accident. Or we could probably present the sister's profile. I want the evidence this time. I don't think it matters, but I want to do the newspaper. Ha! Just as I thought, you bore me with your silly answers, Phoenix, right? Just great. Now even she's calling me by my full name. You think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death? Yes.
Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say I wanted to take revenge based on nothing?
What do you mean by that?
Senile, stupid Gramps. I'm, like, going to explain, so, like, please listen, okay? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I, like, wanted revenge, then, like, I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, like, the guy that thought of the spirit thing was, like, Dr. Gray. It was, like, a total coincidence he asked me about it, you know? She's back to her airhead persona. However, you see, youch! Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix, right? You failed to support your own theory. The end. Or the last time you said that, I proved it wasn't the end.
I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix, right? That what Miss Miney stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated, and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there was no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. You don't even have any truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point.
Tisk tisk. So many faults, Mr. Phoenix, right? You should really learn your place.
Alright.
What happened? I thought I had her for sure. Haha. See, like, it's just as I, like, told you. Huh? I hope you liked your slice of humble pie.
Well, very well. I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Eenie Miney.
Hold it.
Your Honor, please allow the defense one more minute.
Alright.
Can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix. Mia. Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder. But you know, regardless, that girl trained for this crime.
Really?
Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There is a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And there's also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion.
Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. You want to say that you can prove Miss Miney had a motive, then why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason?
Can I really use it? Obviously, I have to say I can, whether or not I actually can. I'm not totally confident here, but I know that I must press on no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now. I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Miney had a motive. Ha ha ha. Too bad, you're too late. My cross-examination has already ended after all. Yeah! Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix, right?
What? You're supposed to be on my side. Ah!
Avon Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix, right? And I don't care if you are my witness. So help me, I will throw you out of my way.
No way.
Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. We will continue the cross-examination after we reconvene.
Hey, wait a sec here.
To be continued. Yeah. Okay. On that note, that is where we're gonna call it for the night. I know things are like really ramping up and it's getting all exciting and intense and everything, but it's probably gonna be at least a whole nother
thing like this one was, and I would rather save it for, like, another time. I want to be able to... I hesitate to say I want to have the, like, awareness, like, to stay awake. It's like, I'm not tired enough to go to sleep, but I do feel myself, you know, kind of starting to wind down. So I think this is the time to call it. You know, before we get too, you know... That's at least my plan. Like, I want to call it here. Keep going. Like, save it for next time. Keep going next time. That's what we're gonna do. Now let's just figure out where we're going to. I think we're gonna go... It's me! It would help if I put in the prompt correctly. Yeah, we are gonna go raid. I'm gonna go raid Zejori. It'd help if I could type correctly. Man, I should do like some other people do and just have like an exclamation point raid command that has the bot spit it out for me, just all set and ready to go. That's probably something to do next time. But until then, thank you all for coming out. Thank you again to the incredible Sane Cisco for this new outfit. Wow, I look so small over here. There we go. Yeah, thank you to Sane for this. Thank you all, as always, for showing up. I appreciate every one of you. I'm gonna show off a little bit. Go bring that latte love to Zejori, who is doing some various game demos from the Steam Game Fest. What's it called? Next Fest. Right now it looks like she's doing something called My Little Puppy, and it's cute as heck. I see a puppy with toe beans. But until next time, drink some water, eat some food, get some rest, take your meds, and we'll see ya.